Hello. You might have noticed that as soon as we were told about this new alleged virus called COVID-19, there was immediate calls for a vaccine to be rolled out and rolled out fast. And any talks about other cures such as hydroxychloroquine or natural health solutions, taking vitamin C, vitamin D, and doing normal things such as going out in the sun, which would boost your immune system, have all been poo-pooed and ignored and dismissed. No, 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 it's got to be a vaccine. It's got to be a vaccine. We can't go back to normal until there's a vaccine. That's what Bill Gates said, and that's what Chris Whitty, who received 30 million from Bill Gates, also reiterated early on, as far back as April. Now, to me, this in itself should arouse suspicion in all our minds. I would have thought if this genuinely was an out of the blue virus that was completely unexpected and just spread like wildfire across the world and was causing loads and loads of deaths and was just completely took everyone by surprise and all that, I would have thought that what governments would want to do is to save as much money as possible and to cause the least amount of disruption by encouraging everyone to get herd immunity, i.e. we protect those who are at risk from dying, the elderly and those with serious health conditions, and everyone else lives life as normal. They they contract the virus in some way, they recover from it, and everyone will be immune. And that's how I'd have thought one would want to deal with it if we were talking about an out of the blue, unexpected virus that swept across the globe. But no, they were talking about a vaccine for a virus we had hardly heard of. I think I would like to suggest why there's this relentless push for a vaccine, and also this relentless attack on anyone who questions the ideology of vaccination, questions whether vaccines in general and this COVID vax are safe and effective. Because in a recent Prime Minister's Question Time, Keir Starmer, the leader of the opposition, urged Boris Johnson to take action on social media firms who failed to clamp down on information. I believe some government ministers have also talked about having a war on the anti-vaxxers, and the idea of mandatory vaccination is a looming threat. I find this very disturbing, why in what we are supposed to believe is a pandemic, we do not have freedom of speech. If I was governing the country during a pandemic, I would welcome views from everyone. I would welcome people's concerns. I would say thank you to doctors and medical professionals who had information that my team of advisors weren't aware of. I would say thank you, and thank you for giving solutions. I'd reward those people who are whistleblowers. And I would encourage the spread of all information. I wouldn't have all these fact-checking teams that are saying this information is right, this is wrong, trying to clamp down on misinformation or disinformation. I would create space for an open dialogue. But that's what I would have thought you would want to do, because otherwise, how do you know that your scientific advisors are right? That's if we're talking about a genuine, out of the blue, unexpected pandemic. But I would like to suggest to you why I think there is this relentless push for a vaccine, which we already have now, and why there's this relentless attack on anyone who criticises it, and why we are going to see, I'm expecting to see, a relentless drive, a relentless amount of coercion for people to take the vaccine. I wouldn't be surprised to see lots of high-profile celebrities being wheeled out to promote it and all that. I think it's about money. I've linked below this video to a couple of articles from the UK Column News that expose the vested interests in the government scientists. In particular, their links to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow the money. This is the kind of news that you will not hear about in mainstream media. The mainstream media will not tell you who is funding the government scientists and where the money lies behind their policies. They won't expose vested interests because they will not go anywhere too far away from the government narrative, and any challenges to the government are done on a very surface, elementary, cursory level. So I encourage you to read these articles. Follow the money. The vaccine is part of the agenda. There's money involved in this. The solution is the agenda, not what they claim the problem is. Thank you very much for watching.